Christmas, everybody. This is Arturio Emerys with a very special episode. This is my Christmas village world, and I wanted to do just a brief tour to kind of show people around what I've done. I actually made this last year, and I haven't really played this world much since then. This was originally a realm world that I made, and I played for a period of time with my nephew and one of my friend's kids and stuff, and then I nobody was playing anymore, and I was playing modded Minecraft, so I eventually downloaded the world and then closed down the realm just because, like I said, nobody was playing. There's no sense in shelling out money for a world nobody's playing in. And I haven't really visited this world much in the last year, mostly because I haven't been playing vanilla Minecraft. So I'm in creative at the moment so that I can give you a better tour of this area. But this was pretty much all done in survival. There may have been a couple of things here and there that I did creatively, but virtually everything that you see was built. I did build that. This world that I have here, I call Thorbardin, and when I decided to play this world, I had two requirements. One was I wanted to play in an expanded Extreme Hills world. I forget what they call that when you create it. Amplified terrain, I guess, is what it is. And the other thing was there are a lot of biomes out there, and there were several that I had never seen, much less ever played in. So I wanted a world that I had access to every biome. So I went to some of the websites that give you good starting seeds, and I looked through the list and the descriptions until I found one that said, here's a seed that has every biome in the game within 500 blocks of the initial spawn spot. And so this is the ice spikes biome that there's actually a couple. This is the one that's closest to the spawn. I think where are we? We're not too far out. We're about 3,000 blocks out from spawn right now. And when I got here, I didn't really think of building a Christmas village. I just wanted to build a base here. Because it is an amplified terrain world, there's a lot of these floating rocks. And, usually these floating rocks are just they just sort of look like aberrant geometry. Like a lot of times when I first got here, there were a lot of them, like this little thing here, like this is really actually just kind of ugly. So what I did it a little bit at a time was I tried to get rid of them. And some of this I did creatively. But most of it I actually did in survival. And the way I did it was I just brought some dirt and built a pillar up to this, and then got rid of all of these. So, but obviously I didn't get rid of all of them. There's still quite a bit of them here because it's tedious, and I eventually got bored with it, and I stopped doing it. But I just found it kind of weird to have these weird little pieces of ground, these single blocks or small little platforms just floating. I didn't like it, so I got rid of most of them. But this one was different. This one was huge, and it was relatively symmetrical. So I turned it into a base. So this is where a lot of the my resources are stored. This is the door in. It's a little automatic 2x3 door. It's got a entrance to the nether. And because this is actually Christmas Day, all of the storage chests are Christmas packages. So I have quite a bit of resources here. I've done a lot of mining in this world. And where the iron comes from is this little iron farm. Above me is an artificial village that produces iron golems and automatically kills them, and the iron and poppies get gathered here. So we'll go up and I'll show you that in a minute. It's got a little, ooh, lag, a little enchantment table, which is nice. Little bed area, records. I think the records is one of the things that I cheated in because I didn't want to try to set up a creeper lightning field. So up there, that's the lava killer that kills the iron golems, so that you can get their iron. Go upstairs and look at that real quick. I have a little water elevator here. This is what I use to get up to the farm. So up here, I've got this big box-like structure. It actually has a beacon on it. And all of these doors make this an artificial village. All of the villagers here consider this a village. And because it has so many doors, they consider it a very large village. And I think there's 40 villagers in here. I think each wall has 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So this will produce iron golems relatively quickly, as long as I'm in the area. As long as the chunk that holds this is active, this will produce iron golems. So if I'm pretty much anywhere in the Christmas village, this will produce iron golems. And I went to the effort of having a little bit of lag here, sorry. I pretty much unlocked every trade with these guys, and this took a long, long time. And the nice thing about it is this is an awesome way to get enchantments. Because if you have a lot of librarians and you unlock all their trades, like he's got Smite 4, that's a great enchant. What else does he have? He has Lure 3, which is okay. Power 1, which is just okay. And as you can see, I mean, I've got quite a few librarians here. Fire Protection 4, that's a good one. Protection 4, that's a great one. So it looks like this one I may not have unlocked all the way. Oh wait, no, he does have 2. Protection 4 and Fortune 2. Oh, he's a really good villager. He's got very good enchants. Luck of the Seas is not so hot. Fire Protection 3 and Feather Falling 4. So anyway, if you have a village like this and you set this up, it's a lot of work to set up. It's a lot of work to get villagers here, to create villagers. I use a zombie spawner that I found that I turn zombie villagers, I heal them and turn them into regular villagers. And then a minecart system brought them up here. And once I had 40, I disassembled part of it. Part of it was set up so that when they got off of the minecart, the minecarts here, they would get knocked off of the minecart and they would get trapped in a little area, and then I would push them up into this elevator and they'd get pushed upstairs. And originally I had a fence all the way around the doors so that they couldn't get out. But using water buckets and water streams, I pushed them into the little cubby holes they're in and then blocked them off. It is a lot of work, but it's kind of cool once you get it all set up and it's working, and you can start trading with them. And if you have decent farms where you can produce food, you can trade with them and get emeralds, and then trade the emeralds for stuff like glowstone. You can trade glass, the enchantments. There's all kinds of stuff you can trade. And that way, once you get to that point, it kind of spares you from having to mine everything yourself. Let me see if I can get this to work. Okay, yeah, it's still working. This is something that I made that worked very well in my realm, but while I'm recording, this may not work well. This may be too laggy. This is a spring block accelerator. Like when you step on this, that block of slime will launch you into the air, and if you had forward momentum, each one will pop you onto the next one. But for some reason, it's a little too laggy. But I can use this as stairs to get down. But from here, this is a pretty good view of the Christmas village. So, and also I'm still in creative, so I can just kind of fly down too. This is the Christmas tree that I made. Last year, 2 or 3 days before Christmas, maybe a week before Christmas, I decided to build all the Christmas village. I thought it'd be kind of cool. At the time, my nephew Ethan was playing. My friend's son Nicholas was playing. My other nephew Jack, he plays Minecraft, but he doesn't have a PC. He just plays on, I think he plays on the Xbox. So even though he couldn't log into this, I made him a package to present. And my sister Lisa, for a brief period of time, she was talking about playing, so she got a present. I don't know if she ever actually logged in here. She's kind of interested in the Minecraft thing, and she kind of likes the modded Minecraft, so when she visits, she likes to see what I'm working on. And every now and again, we try and play together, but the timing doesn't always work out. She's in California, I'm in Florida, so it can be kind of tough. Okay, so now continuing on with the tour. This is Santa's house. He lives here with Mrs. Claus. And there's the guy himself, the Kringles. Let me see if I can get in here without them getting out. There we go. Good, okay. And when you're close to them, you can see their name tags, Mr. and Mrs. Kringle. They've got a nice little house here, little seating area. This is their kitchen. And this is their bedroom. Those are shelves. And this is not bad. It kind of has a little chalet feel to it. Now the bedroom they can get in and out of on their own. The front door, oh man. The front door, you have to use the button, so they're kind of trapped in here. So let's go up to the second floor. I don't have stairs up to the second floor that they can use because I didn't want them to be able to drop down and injure themselves and eventually kill themselves. So I have everyone kind of trapped here. So this is Buddy and Jovi. These are two of their main elf helpers. And this is their little area here. And across the way over here, these are their elves. Now, when I originally made this world, I spawned in these elves as children. Or what I did was I got a bunch of villager spawn eggs, and I just kept spawning, and anytime I got an adult, I killed them, which is, it's Minecraft, it's not real. And then when I got children, I let them live, and then I gave them name tags with elf names so that there were little children running around here. And that was kind of cool, but that can't last forever. I mean, eventually they do grow up. So, and I don't want to go to the trouble of doing that again to record this video today because I'm kind of doing this just sort of on the spur of the moment. So I've tried to set this up so that either monsters won't spawn or they won't spawn in places where a creeper can blow up what I've built. So that's why there's so much glowstone everywhere. And then this is cottages for more villagers, but they don't actually have villagers in them. At least I don't think they do, and I don't want to try to get inside. Or do they? Are there villages in there? I can't tell. Anyway, so there's a little bit of an underwater base there. Um, I'm not really sure why I made that, but that basically runs over to the zombie farm. So this is the workshop where he does all his work. This is Santa's sleigh. It's kind of hard to build a decent looking sleigh in vanilla Minecraft. Boy, this video is going to be awful. The lag is so bad I can barely play this. There we go. Um, it's possible that I need to up the memory allocation to the vanilla Minecraft, but I'm not really sure what the problem is here. Okay, so these are the reindeer. They all have names if you get close enough. And there was one for every one, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're missing a couple. And unfortunately, what happens is they occasionally push each other through the fences. And when that happens, they almost inevitably fall to their death. And like this is one who got out but did not die. So what I and this happened when I played. So what I would do is occasionally I would breed more horses and rename them. There's an anvil there. I'd make the name tags and use the anvil and then name the horses. Several of the villagers up in the artificial village up there will sell name tags for emeralds, so that's where I got the name tags. Although I think now they've added a recipe that you can actually just make name tags. Okay, let me clear some of this out. Now, to harvest this, I should have an ice pick. What this is this is a machine I built to automatically make ice. And I just thought it would be kind of appropriate up here in the North Pole to, make a lot of stuff out of ice. And I made some stuff out of ice. Although I guess I actually used packed ice. And currently in the game, there's not a recipe for packed ice. You can only get it in ice spikes biomes, so you have to mine it with silk touch. And eventually, I imagine they will add a recipe for packed ice. Okay, so the way this works is I have to hope that there is not a minecart on here, because if there is, it'll mess this up. What you do is you put, see if I can remember, put a minecart here, and you have to give it a little nudge to get it going. There it goes. Okay. let's come down here so that we can see what he's doing. Okay, so the minecart is traveling over the tracks like that, and above him are sensors that detect when the minecart travels underneath, and they activate pistons which push upwards. And I can't. Okay, folks, you're just gonna have to take my word for it. It's a mechanism that produces ice. I can't. I can barely play this here, so it's really hard to do a video. But you can kind of see the pistons going there, and underneath here is water channels that don't freeze, and so whenever there isn't ice here, eventually the ice freezes, and then these pistons push them forward like that, and all this is activated by that minecart moving up and down. And so slowly these pistons will push the ice around until it fills out this cube, and you end up with a cube of ice that's basically 13 by 13 by 13, if I remember correctly. It's been a year since I built this, so it works pretty well. Yeah, like right now I'm not experiencing any lag at all. But this was kind of fun to build. This took actually several days of trying to figure out this mechanism. I got the idea from a video I saw. I think it might have been Etho. He had something like this for producing ice in his world, and I really had to kind of watch that video a couple of times, and he didn't explain it in perfect detail, so there was a lot of trial and error to tweak it to get it to where it was working properly. But and there's the lag back. Okay. So this red and white thing here, this is the North Pole. This is the actual North Pole. Because as we all know, that's where Santa lives. Santa lives at the North Pole. So back when I was playing, this was a lot of work to set up, but it was fun. I think I did a pretty good job on it. But that's pretty much everything. This is my Minecraft Christmas village. I hope you all enjoyed the episode. I hope the lag didn't drive you too crazy. I know it drove me pretty crazy. But thanks for watching,